What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's crackin'? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It's your man Theo Butler, and this is me doing something different. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. You might not like this one, guys, and I'm prepared for that. Or you might like it and have a lot of constructive comments, and I'm totally prepared for that as well. Uh, but yeah, something different. A story that I was working on. Like I said, I'm a writer, but it's a story, an idea that I've always had in the back of my mind. I don't know why the other folks. I don't know why folks ain't did this story yet, because I think it would be a great story to tell, just from this perspective. The name of the story is called "The Night the Laughing Stopped." And you can go from there and think about where I'm taking this story, but you're not gonna really know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start. It's short, won't take too long at all. I just wanted to share this with y'all because y'all rock with me, I rock with y'all, and hey, man, listen, I appreciate the feedback and everything. We are still working on some stuff with the screen. So, the night the laughing stopped. The dark night and the commissioner looked down at the lifeless body laying on the coroner's table in disbelief. The clown was dead. The Dark Knight had often thought about this moment, but was never sure of how he would actually feel. The sight was unsettling. The lifeless body of the clown had two small entry wounds in the front of his cranium and two large exit wounds in the back. As the detective looked at the clown's face, he could see where the bullets had forever altered his smile. There would be no more laughing, the Dark Knight thought to himself. But who would do such a thing? Who cared enough? Who dared enough? Just as he thought it, the commissioner spoke it. Who would be capable of doing something like this? The commissioner asked. Everyone is capable, James. The real question is, who's brave enough? I don't follow. The clown's presence intimidates people. It's why he's able to terrorize a whole city. Whoever did this wasn't intimidated. It wasn't alone. What are you saying? 4 bullets, all fired one right after the other. The first shot was at his heart, straight through his lapel flower. The second shot was at my chest, or more specifically, at my bat logo. The third and fourth were through both sides of his head. You're stating the obvious, detective. The first 2 shots were distractions, James. The first shot was to shake him up. We all know he has sadistic attachment to that flower. The second shot was to get me out of the way. How so? It's where I'm the heaviest protected. And if I'm not mistaken, the round that struck me was a different caliber, correct? Correct. The third shot was the kill shot, James. The fourth shot was insurance. Whoever did this wanted him dead and wanted to make sure I couldn't save him. You act like that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing when you have no clues. Anyone could have done this. But who would be brave enough to even attempt to kill him? Someone who doesn't know him. Someone who has never experienced him. Someone who doesn't need to personally know their target before killing them. Then we're dealing with a professional? Correction, James. We're dealing with professionals. His death leaves a huge hole to be filled in the criminal underworld. Once the other bad guys find out, it'll be anarchy in the streets. Just then, a young officer enters the room. You might want to see this, Commissioner, she says as she shows the 2 men the TV monitor. A shadowy figure appears on the screen. We are everything. We are everywhere. We are everyone. Gone are the days of us watching heroes and villains run wild in our streets. We have killed the comedian. Other villains will follow. Stop now or die later. This is your only woken. This is your only warning. We have spoken. What just happened? James asked. The Dark Knight tells him it appears the citizens of New York just declared war on the villains. To be continued. That's a little something I'm working on. I always wanted to write a story from the perspective. I was like, what stops citizens from just killing the Joker? Like, Do you know how easy that would be for three people for a group of people to just set up something for the Joker to rob? Because really the Joker is predictable. We like to say he's unpredictable. No, he's predictable. Knowing that Batman is going to show up on the scene, because Batman always shows up on the scene. Knowing that those two are going to be so involved in themselves, they're going to disregard everybody else and just murder the Joker right now. That would be a case that Batman could never solve. And here's the sad part. What they don't talk about in comics enough, they alluded to it in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We have veterans that have been trained that could kill, because the Joker ain't wearing no Kevlar other than his bodysuit, right? His little suit. That's probably where he got his bulletproof vest on and everything like that. But other than that, yeah, civilians could take out villains at the drop of a dime with no remorse whatsoever. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, if you liked it, share it. Trying to do big things, do different. I'm putting different format on the channel and everything like that. Just giving y'all different stuff to rock with. And I do have another video coming up, probably tomorrow. Got to get something going on. Listen, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Stay safe. Have a great Saturday. And yeah, grow me. Sharing is caring. If you know me, grow me. Peace.